Morning, family. So I was looking at a video. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. It's viral now. Whew. Of this young boy named Andrew Johnson. He's a wrestler. He's a high school wrestler in New Jersey. And the referee, he had a covering, I guess, in wrestling, which I didn't know because I always seen white boys with long hair. He had a covering, so what they did, the referee told him he had to take the covering off and either cut his locks off or just be disqualified. He decided to cut his locks off, which I don't know why he done that. The young brother looked at distraught. He won it because his melanin charged up from losing some of his strength, but his melanin backed him up. But, you know, people saying that the referee said some racist stuff back in the days. The thing with this society, like black people, indigenous people, African people, we have to realize, like, they do that. I remember one time I had this police tell me, this white boy called me a nigga that stayed across the street. And the police say, don't y'all call each other that? So we call each other that, and then we get in a big thing about, oh, he used racial slurs. All of them use racial slurs. They use racial slurs. The main thing is this white woman disrespect this baby crown. She touched his crown and cut it off like it wasn't nothing. Like, you know, a lot of people have an issue with dreadlocks being called dreads. White people are afraid of, they say that they are dreadful. So they are afraid of our hair. It don't have to be locked. It could be in an afro. It could be in cornrows. They are afraid of us. And I wonder why. I wonder why are they afraid of us? J. Edgar Hoover said, we can't allow a black Messiah to be raised. In the Bible, they have Samson. His strength was in his locks. But we also have melanin. And if I could cut my locks off right now, which I would go through a ritual before I would cut them. Because I remember when I cut my son locks, my oldest son locks, and I didn't do like a prayer to the ancestors, a prayer. As soon as I cut his locks off, his face broke out so bad. It was just like 1 minute he was fine, and when I just cut him off without doing like this was some years ago, without doing like a spiritual give back, you know, to the universe. And I still have his locks to this day. They was natty. They was matted. They was beautiful locks. And when I cut them off, his face just broke out really, really bad. I know that was an effect on that baby, as far as he seemed like he was just fucked up. And then they got these white dudes, his teammates, like bigging him up. You did the right thing. We got to realize, like, this society, white people are scared of us. They fear us. They know that their time is coming. So that's why you have a lot of them getting trigger happy. The fear of the black woman and the black man, or the black original people, or the black indigenous people rising. That is the fear of them. They fear us defeating them. The crazy part, we could defeat this system economically. Like around this time, everybody go crazy about buying presents. There's nothing wrong with buying presents for your family members and friends, loved ones, and all that. But I was listening to Ms. Farrakhan, and he said that the money that they make a lead up to Christmas is mainly, they done made much money for the whole year. So all the money that we spend at these places during the year, they done made their quota. They done made their money. But poor people support rich people. And if we keep supporting rich people like that, that don't really care, I'm not saying all companies, that there are some companies that do a lot of humanitarian and give back. But black people hasn't been given their just due. And they're not going to be given their just due, because in this society, in this reality, economics is like the biggest just due. So if you give original indigenous black people their just due, what some people call reparations, then the ones that's in power won't be in power again. So this is the reality that they created. So if you give indigenous black African people their just due, which is reparations, even if you gave them 40 acres and a mule, it would mess their whole system up. The Jews got it, and they own everything. And if y'all ever get a chance, a documentary called The Protocol of Zion, when this guy went around and was asking, I think he was Jewish, and he was asking about, are Jews really, mainly the Illuminati, but it's also a book that a lot of the Ku Klux Klan put out called The Protocol of Zion. I haven't read it, because most of the time when you try to order it, you have to order it from a Ku Klux Klan page. But the crazy part, half of these big major companies are the Ku Klux Klan. So if I order from Amazon, I'm pretty sure somebody in their family probably the Ku Klux Klan. So that's the thing. The main thing is the baby was disrespected. The European cracker cave lady that did it to him, she will get her just due, because the way she was pulling those locks off and cutting them off, oh, her karma is coming to her. That referee, he already done her. So we can't allow these people to do stuff like that to us. That baby should have fought their ass and then fought the guy that do it. A lot of people are very upset about it, but they've been afraid of our hair for years. Our hair, black hair, is so powerful. It is so powerful, and they know it. That's why they wanted us to relax our powers. So, but if you take our hair away, we still got our melanin. And he was young. He probably didn't know, but I know a lot of young black boys that would have been like, fuck nah, I ain't finna cut my locks. The thing about it, we can get mad at it. That's a natural thing to be upset. But we gotta realize this is what they do. They don't, when I go back to J. Edgar Hoover saying a black messiah can't be raised by any means necessary, they are still fighting us all kind of ways. Physically, spiritually, mentally, economically, and it's either we're going to accept, it's gonna be a one-side fight, or we're gonna have to fight back. All those ways, spiritually, physically, economically. And one way to shut their shit down is not to support them. And people say, well, how you not supporting? We gotta pay our rent, we gotta pay that. But there's a lot of unnecessary things that we support that we shouldn't support. And the thing about it is, they still have some old generational money. But if poor people stop supporting big bank businesses for a year, like they did with Martin Luther King, they're going to see the effects of it. You got to realize they are what they are by nature. You can't change what a person is by nature. Just like I got to go feed these cats outside. And naturally, they are feral felines. I don't care how much I tame them to be sweet, tame them to be that. There's an instinct that's going to come out in them and say that I'm a wild animal. And that's the same thing with Caucasian European devils. They just do what they do. And we got to accept them for who they are. They are getting they just do right now. And the thing about him calling us, white people always call us that. I'm not saying, I don't even mess with that word like that, but that's what they do. When you have Trump in office saying this and saying that, all of them think that way. Even the ones that say they for black people, they still have something within them that they have to try to fight, that their true nature won't come out. All right, y'all, let me go feed these cats. Y'all have a good day. Salam, salam.